Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Mary Mascarello. I teach every Monday at 6:30 for Studio 108, and today I'm going to be leading you through something you could call an evening wind down pose, or maybe you just want to de-stress. Maybe you had a stressful meeting. You can do this any time of day. So join me. Come to start in Sphinx Pose. So you're going to lay on your belly, toes pointing, release down, nice and wide on your mat. And then you come to elbows. This is a low back compression. And I know as a child, I used to read books like this. I used to lay in this position a lot. So it is a pose that is okay to stay in for a long time. But if you have a cranky low back, you may want to put a bolster or a blanket underneath your pelvis just to soften some of that compression. So the idea in Sphinx is to have the elbows directly underneath the shoulders and pull the chest forward. I like to say, you think of the shoulder blades as two little sand pail shovels pushing the sand of your chest forward. It's just a nice visual because you can almost see that in your mind's eye. So keep the gaze forward, the chin parallel with the floor. And really you can stay here for as long as you need. But we're going to just stay for a couple more breaths. Take one more. Good. Then press into the hands. This is a way to exit. Lift the elbows, open the elbows out. Stack one palm over the other and bring your forehead down. Wiggle the hips from side to side just to release the low back. When you feel that your low back has decompressed, bring your hands underneath your shoulders and press back into child's pose. Can feel good here. And then just walk the knees forward and come to lay on your back. So it'd be a good idea to have a strap here. We're going to do reclined hand to foot pose. So first just come to lay down on your back. Then draw your right knee into the chest, both hands to the shin. Draw the knee towards the side body. Just let your feet be relaxed. Then use your left hand to guide the knee over the body. Keep your right shoulder down. So as little or as much as the knee wants to come to the floor is just fine. You want the stretch from the shoulder to the hip, not the other way around. Good. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, bring the knee back to center and now straighten the leg. Point the toes, then flex. Hands to the back of the thigh. Maybe your hands can reach the back of your calf. Or maybe you can take yogi toe lock in with the right fingers around your right big toe. Take a breath in and a breath out. Try to pull your right shoulder down to the floor. Left hand can be on the hip just to keep it steady. And then we're going to open the right leg to the side. It's coming straight over. No judgment on how far you can go. Make sure your left shoulder and left hip stays down. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Take one more. Press through the heel. And exhale. Inhale, bring the leg back up. Then switch hands. So left hand to the foot or the calf or the ankle. If you're going to take the left hand to the foot, I recommend not grabbing the toe. So go to the outside of the right foot with your left hand, and then bring your right hand down to a T, and then let the left knee go over the body with a straight leg. Now you're going to find some days you have a lot of access. Some days your leg will come down lower. Just keep twisting from below the navel here because your upper body stays flat and your lower body twists. Good. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, bring the leg back up. And then bring the knee into the armpit. Take a half happy baby. Press your left thigh down. Now you want to flex the left foot. Pull the right shoulder down. Just opening the hip. Good. Then bend the left knee. Bring the left foot to the floor. Cross the right leg over the left in a figure 4. Reach both hands through to the left thigh. Pull the left knee up. Reclined pigeon or figure 4. Remember, this is for winding down. So just try to absorb the pose and just feel your body. Expand your body awareness here. Good. Then lower the left foot back down. Release the right leg. Both legs bend and then straighten them out. Pause and notice the difference between sides. Your right leg might feel longer than the left right now. Good. Then draw the left knee into the chest, both hands to the left shin. Draw the knee towards the side body. Good. Just really hug the knee towards the side body as you breathe. Feet are relaxed. Good. And then use your right hand to guide your left knee over the body. Keep the left shoulder down on the floor. Do not stress over how much the knee goes, how close the knee goes to the floor. That's not important. Just stretch from, twist from below the navel, keeping your shoulder to the floor. Breath in. And breath out. Good, take one more. And let it go. Inhale your left knee back to center. Now straighten the left leg and point the toes. Hands to the back of your left thigh. Maybe they walk up to the calf. Or maybe you take yogi toe lock with the left fingers around the left big toe. Use your right hand to keep your right hip in place. And then begin to let the left leg open to the side, away from the body. Push through the heel. Keep the leg nice and engaged. Here's where you want to flex that right foot to really keep the hip pressing down. Good, and then inhale the leg back up straight. Switch hands, so the right hand comes to the outside of the calf or the knee, or if you can reach the foot, it comes to the outside of the foot, and then send the leg over the body towards the right side. Gaze over at your left shoulder. No judgment about how far this goes. Get into it. Let your breath guide you. One more. Good. Then bring the leg back straight up. Bring your left hand to your foot and draw the knee into the armpit for half happy baby. Right shoulder down. Maybe your right hand presses into your hip to really keep the hips square. Good. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, release the leg down. And then notice the difference between your limbs. Good. Hug both knees into the chest and begin to rock and roll on the spine just a few times. Massage the back. And come up to sit. Cross the legs, Sukhasana, Or you can do, I think this is called Padmasana, where the heels are in line and the tops of the feet are down. Bring the hands behind you, push the chest forward, push the pelvis forward, and then walk the hands forward, come to a fold. Walk the hands back as you inhale. And then open the legs wide, seated, forward fold with legs wide, knees and toes face up. Again, push your hands down behind you to lift the chest, pushing the pelvis forward. Make sure your sit bones are really grounded in. You can sit up on a block or a low block or a blanket, and then walk your hands forward to fold. Come as deep as you feel you can without straining or stretching too far. Toes point up, knees point towards the ceiling. Good. On your next inhale, walk your hands back towards your hips. Draw your right knee in so that the sole of the right foot finds the inner left thigh. Turn your torso to face your left leg. Cross the right arm over the left leg. Cross at the wrists and pull yourself down for Janu Sirsasana. Head to knee. I like to say chin to shin to keep the chest lifted and the spine long. Slowly come up and switch legs. Open the right leg out, bring the left foot into the inner right thigh. Turn your torso to face your right leg. Cross your left arm over the leg and then cross the right arm over at the wrist. Pull yourself down, chin to shin or head to knee. Nice long spine, toes pulling up towards the face. Janu Sirsasana. Inhale the torso back up. Bring your feet, the soles of the feet together. Nice wide space between your heels and your pelvis. Hands to the ankles, lift up, inhale. And then hinge forward at the hip creases for Baddha Konasana or Tarasana, Star Pose, or Bound Angle. Open your feet like the pages of a book. Press the heels together. When you get to your edge, after you've pulled your chest forward with a nice long spine, you can round down. Just don't jam your elbows into your thighs. Good. Inhale, come back up. Scoop the knees up towards one another, and then turn just so that you're on the length of your mat. Lower down onto the back. Hug the knees into the chest. And then release into your Shavasana. Corpse pose. Feet flop open, palms face up. Close down the eyes. Let the tongue come away from the roof of the mouth. And allow yourself to melt into the mat. Begin to deepen your breath when you're ready to come out of Shavasana. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe take a full body stretch on an inhale, pointing the toes away. Reach the arms overhead. Hug the knees into the chest and roll to your right side. Help yourself up to a tall spine. Hands to prayer at heart center. And that concludes our little wind down practice. Again, my name is Mary Mascarello. I teach every Monday at 6:30 at Studio 108. If you're interested in my classes, you can find a link to sign up in the video description or at thestudio108.com. Thank you and namaste.